Well, welcome back, and thanks for hanging out with me. Last week I did a video on the steering column, and I did some time-lapse stuff, and I did voiceover instead of music, and I was just kind of curious what everybody thought about that, whether you'd rather hear music when a guy does time lapse like that, or would you rather just hear an explanation and kind of talking. So if you want to leave that in the comments, let me know what you would prefer to hear right there. A little bit of music or me talking about something, whatever. That particular brand of video, I don't know that I'm necessarily a fan of. It's easy. It's easy to set the camera up and just get it rolling, but I don't like having to put music over it, and now that I've done the voiceover, I don't really like doing that either. So I thought I'd ask you guys what you thought. So anyway, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And if you're liking these videos, hit the like button and subscribe. So that all those things really help out. Anyway, this morning what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the brake booster out of the car. I'm going to cut a section of that firewall out of the car so that I can get it fit in the truck. So this hole and this hole right here is where wiring harness plugs in. So the wiring harness, it bolts through. I'm going to cut this section out. I don't know that I'm going to put it in that same spot in the truck, but I want to be able to use that piece of metal. And then this, I'm going to cut out to over here. This is the throttle pedal, where the throttle pedal bolts on the opposite side. So I want to be able to use that. So that's what I'm going to do today, is cut that firewall out and then start to see how I can fit it in with the truck. So, and as you can probably see already, we're getting a little bit of the snow this morning. It's not a real big deal. We've had a weird year in regards to weather. Usually we've got a lot more snow than this by now. It's January, but I'm not complaining. But anyway, I'm gonna get started on this. All right, probably what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna cut a big section of this out, and then I will shrink up pieces once I have it out. Make it a little easier, but I got you set up so you can kind of take you along with me. So here we go. setup in there. Probably need a new wheel here. Things getting a little small. Probably gonna do that, just change the wheel. Alright, got the wheel changed. So we'll finish this up real quick. Shouldn't take much more to get that. Here we go. Maybe I got a piece of plastic here that's holding on for dear life. That's okay, because I'm gonna be on that too. Maybe that was what was holding it. Yep. Okay, so now I got this thing in the inside the shop, and I need to try to get it apart. The more that I look at it, the more I think I'm gonna probably not use very much of this firewall. I'll probably just use the basics around the bolts I may even just use it as a template and just drill the holes. I was having trouble getting this apart when it was in the car, and so it looks like there's some sort of odd hold on, there we go, odd safety device right here keeping me from getting to that to release that pedal. So I need to figure out how to get that off of there, which shouldn't take me too long to figure out. It's not woody proof. If it can be tore apart, I can do it. I can get it tore apart. So, not a problem. And sure enough, so they got that little, who knows if anybody's dealing with this like I am, but if you are and you're trying to figure out, you know, trying to get up in here and try to figure out, get this little cover off. Looks like it clips from the top side. If I would have reached under there, pinched that, it would have opened up. I cut it. I'm not putting it back on. I don't know why anybody would, but maybe you will, I don't know. And then sure you can see there that there's a little clip in there, like a cotter pen type of. Get that out of there. There's that. Set that off to the side, and then it should be pop through. Maybe. There we go. That must be a... Is that my brake light switch? I'll have to look into that. So anyway, there's that. We got the pedal off, so I'll be able to take that, look it in the truck, check the truck. We got a little plate there that I don't know if we're going to need, and the booster. And we got brake fluid on the table, which don't really matter at this point, tables. So this is what I'm after right here. What I'm thinking, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go just use a template, or but what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut this out like that, and then figure out where I'm going to have that in the truck, and then cut out the truck, put that in. Also, this is where the accelerator pedal bolts on, and I am going to use that. I will probably just drill out these spot welds. There's some spot welds. This piece I don't need. I'll cut that off, but there's some spot welds that hold this bracket on, and I'll probably just drill those out, get this back bracket off, which brings me these bolts, and then I'll just drill the two holes, drill some holes, spot weld it back in the spot that I wanted at. I'll have to figure that out. This right here was the steering column, where the steering column went through on the car, and it means nothing to me. So that is that. We got it. Thing can go in the trash, and we'll go to the truck. Alright, looking this thing over a little bit more. This is my brake light switch right here. This green and black. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but you see in there, and I can hear it clicking. So that's the brake light switch. The other electronic device that was on this pedal, this piece, I don't know what this is. If one of you knows what this is, let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to know what it is, whether it's something I need to put back in, or I don't think I do, but anyway, let me know. Here in the truck, and needing to try to figure out, okay, where is this at? Where are we gonna sit this stuff? I'm trying to get as close to the column as I can get with the pedal, that brake pedal. And then the accelerator, the same idea. Try to get one of these two. I'm gonna need to just maybe wire up. There's like a hole there, got one there. So maybe I'll try to put something through there. Try to hold that there so I can get an idea. I want the two pedals, you know, hanging there or whatever, so I can see how far away they are from one another, and kind of sit here and test them out before I start drilling holes or cutting whatever. So I'm gonna get some stuff, see what I can do to get one of the two temporarily hanging there. Are you guys in here? Yep, there you are. I'm looking for you. I've been getting busy, cutting pieces and marking the firewall this whole time you guys were sitting in the truck. So anyway, I got this here piece cut out, Crown Vic firewall, and I got this marked up. So I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut it a little bit of sliver. This mark right here is the inner fender, the original inner fender of the truck, which I'm going to have to mold it and shape it. That booster will take up a lot of space. So, but I decided, I was trying to figure out on the inside, you know, where the pedals would live and all this stuff. And I decided that I probably should come out here and see where the brake booster really needed to be more than anything. And I'm glad I did. And I checked my daily driver pickup. I just kind of took some measurements, you know, from the floorboard to the bottom of the brake pedal, and from the pedal over to the accelerator, and those kinds of things, just to get an idea of what my limits are, you know, what would be a normal distance and all that jazz. So I'm fairly confident I'm really close with this mark that I have in the firewall, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to get you guys set up on a tripod, and then I'm going to cut that firewall, and I'll get this thing tacked in place, and we'll get this booster sitting in there and see how the pedal looks. And then we'll go from there as far as the accelerator pedal. Sound good? There we go. I got that cut out. So let's give this a look and see. Cool. It's gonna need a little bit of finagling to get it to fit just right, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it too big. So alright, I started getting after this thing again. It's easy to do. But I got this thing in. I don't have it, well, I just got it like I wired it in place. And I'm going to try to get the pedal on now so that I can figure out, see if you guys can see what's going on here. I got the booster wired up out there. I'm gonna put this spacer in because I think I want the spacer for, let's see. Okay. And let's see if I can do this with, there we go. I'm gonna put that on. And I think I have the, I grabbed the bolts out of the car. Like I said, mostly all I'm trying to do is get an idea about where things are gonna sit. And whatnot. So I'm gonna move you guys over. I don't know if you can still see that or not, but maybe. I got one more to get. I'm gonna get that one more and then I'll get back to you. Alright, got it in there. I just got the 3 bolts. I told you I was going to get that 4th bolt, but I didn't get it. So I wanted to show you this. I got 5.5 inches on the pedal from the floor up to the bottom of the pedal. And I measured my daily driver pickup, and I figured I would take you guys out to my daily driver pickup. This is my 2013 trusty steed that I use for work every day. And I just wanted to show you this, if I can do it without so from the floorboard, it's 6 inches, and there's a little bit of room. So I'm lower than what I'm in here, and then the pedal, it's about 2.5, maybe 3 inches over, and the pedal's a lot lower. You can see that. So it's like, do I have to be the same as that pickup? No, I don't. But like I said, I drive that pickup every day, and I'm used to it. So, and I think that pickup's fairly comfortable. So I think that's just a pretty good idea of what I might need. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you how I was coming about making that decision, and that's how I did it. So now what I've got to do is I've got to figure out exactly where I'm going to have this thing sitting, and it really likes to be right there, and that's about 4.5, so it'd be about 1 inch. But there's one hole right there that I don't know if you guys can see that hole in the firewall. I might try to put a bolt right through there and get it stuck in place, and then set on that block of wood that I got and see how that feels. I want to show you this. I went ahead and committed to making a decision. So this is the piece that has the 3 bolts for the accelerator pedal. It had a bunch of spot welds. I drilled the spot welds out and got it off that piece of the firewall for the Crown Vic. I'll have to get a piece of metal in here and then drill a hole for this upper piece. So right now it only has 2 bolts holding it on, but it's in there. It looks pretty good. I like the way it turned out. And now I'm about to hop up in here on my comfortable block of wood and see how it feels. There we are. Blocking the light. Blocking the light, man. So, accelerator brake, accelerator brake. That's gonna work out. Accelerator brake. That's a good distance. Not too bad for me. Cool. Starting to come together. I need to, like I said, I need to dress that hole, and then there's a rib on the firewall of the truck, if you can see it, and so that rib is causing that pedal bracket nut to go right up against the firewall, because that bracket is over top of the rib. So I need to get some like washers or spacers behind there, and so then that would be, so I got to take care of the hole, that big hole, and get a piece of steel welded onto that and some spacers. Otherwise I would have to get rid of that rib, and I don't want to do that. That rib is, you know, structure for that firewall, so I don't want to get rid of it. Anyway, I like it. It looks good. I like the way the brake pedal is sitting. The way I'm sitting in the truck right now is not, obviously I'm going to be forward more, and so, but it's coming together. I like it. Any rate, I think that's going to do it for me today, and I'll see if I can get back on this, you know, tomorrow or the next day, but we'll see what happens. Well, a couple of days have gone by, and I worked on this truck again, and I didn't do any videotaping. The wind was blowing real good, and you know, this tarp and over top of this truck makes all kinds of noise, and so I didn't record anything. So I'm just gonna basically wrap up the video. I'll show you the outcome, what things look like. Eventually I'm gonna pull this motor and transmission and everything out of the truck, and I'm gonna finish welding on the firewall. I just have things, you know, tacked in place basically. So, but this is how it turned out. Instead of, this is that rib that it's just like a raised area of the firewall. I decided that I just cut this bracket. I cut so that I could get this bracket tight against the firewall, and then I spot welded it. I I cut a piece. It was a little, I didn't have a hole saw big enough for that hole, so I had to put another piece of plate behind it, but I'll get that cleaned up and finished up. But it looks good. I like it. I'm happy with the way things turned out. It's in there now. It's bolted up. Like I said, that'll all have to come back out again. I'm gonna clean up the floorboard. I'm gonna clean up the firewall. So basically, I'm just mocking this stuff up, right? I'm just getting it to where I know it's gonna fit, and then once I get done with mocking everything up, then I'm gonna pull everything out, and then I'm gonna address trying to clean things up. So that takes care of this video. I'm pretty excited about the way things are going on this truck. The brake, again, having that brake booster, brake pedal, the accelerator pedal in is a big deal. So this is, now I can, I got to get the brake lines, fuel lines, all that stuff out of the car, and that's probably what I'm gonna work on next. So, but at any rate, that is gonna wrap up this video, and so, like always, until next time, have a blessed week, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.